I'm one of the judges for these handsome men around here.
Okay, and what's your name?
Esther Marcuson.
Okay, you want to give the camera a nice, good, clear shot of yourself?
Sure, hi.
Okay. Okay, and what about this gentleman here?
He's from California.
I'm Earl Renfro from California and look forward to this for since January 1. I started growing this. And
Good. You're doing a good job.
we'll get the longest distance and the best color.
Great.
No doubt in my mind.
That's good. How about you, sir? You from around here? And
I live north of Monango. My name is August Weidrich. What else you want to know?
Farmer or
Farmer.
retired? You're a farmer? Okay.
Semi-retired.
Semi-retired. Okay, great. And you from around here all your life?
I was born and raised here, and I'm pretty well rooted in, yeah.
Good. It's a nice little town.
Not too bad, huh?
Good. For a
Remember
small
when
town,
it was quite a town.
for a small
It's come to
town,
life now.
You bet. It looks big today.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. You must be the sheriff.
You bet.
What's your name, sir?
Burton Carlson.
You from around here?
Yeah, farm out here about 5 miles.
I see.
Brother and I farm together out there.
Are you here keeping
Peace.
You're
Keep the peace.
You're going to keep the peace.
Part of the uniform, yeah.
Good. Somebody has to do that. I can see some of these guys can get pretty rowdy at times, huh?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Are you been originally from this area?
Oh, well, hometown was Fullerton. That's where I finished my schooling, but I lived in this area about 40 years now. Retired, kind of retired.
Oh, yeah.
Still got cattle, but
So you and the bank are still in business.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been growing your beard?
Well, that's pretty here.
First year?
Yeah.
You're doing a good job. That looks good. Looks good.
Thanks.
One of the nicest ones I've seen.
Thanks.
Okay. Your name, sir?
My name is Klaus Hooks. I'm from Monango.
You're from town here?
Yep. I live 5.5 miles northeast of here.
You've been born and raised here?
I was born in Clark, South Dakota. And he come here to North Dakota when I was 4 years old.
Oh, yeah. So how do you like North Dakota?
I like it.
Good.
Yeah, I like it. Nothing wrong with it.
Great. You know, if you think it's hard on that side, you should be on this side trying to think of questions to ask. Yeah, that's just as hard. Hey, we got a gentleman here. That's a nice full beard. Where are you from, sir?
Thank you. From Monango.
Monango?
Yes.
And your name?
Herb Carlson, brother to Vern here.
Oh, you guys are brothers?
Yes.
Oh, that's where where the nice beards come from, huh?
They accuse us of being twins.
Hey, now that I look at both of you, this close, you guys do look like twins.
Yeah.
I suppose you are.
No.
You're not?
No. I'm older than he is by a few years.
Okay. Are you farming here in the
Yes,
area?
farming, yes. Half a years. I've been off the farm there since about 1945. Fall in 1845, I got back on the farm there.
Tell us your name.
Sandy,
And how old are you?
9.
You gotta look at the camera right there so you can get a nice, pretty shot of you. Did your mother make you a dress for you?
Yeah.
Is she here in the crowd?
That's it.
Oh, there she is. Okay, let's get her name next.
Hi, I'm Brenda Rademacher.
Okay, and you're from
Monango.
Monango? Okay, great. You ready for the big celebration next week?
No.
You're not, huh? It looks well organized. It really does. Good. Okay, what is your name?
Cindy,
Why don't you turn around and give the camera a good shot? Okay, and how old are you, Cindy?
11.
11. You from Monango?
No.
And where are you from?
Well, my address is Edgeley, but I live by Marycourt.
Oh, I see. Did your mother make your dress for you?
She was good enough, but she started summer school and she didn't have time now.
Oh, okay. Who made your dress for you?
Emma Bollinger.
Oh, great. She did a good job. It looks good.
Thanks.
Great. And what's your name?
Susie Mazan.
And how old are you? Take a look at the camera right there.
8.
How old are you?
8.
8. And who made your dress for you?
Martha Wahego.
Oh, and is your mother here in the crowd too?
No.
She's not here. How come she didn't enter? Oh, your guys are sisters. Okay, great. Thank you. Come in.
Tiny Gebhard, here right next to town here.
Right next to town?
Right next to town. You
Great.
betcha.
Are you retired, semi-retired?
No, farming. Full-time farming.
So
Oh,
you,
yes.
You and the
Oh,
bank are
yes.
still in business,
Me and the bank are still in business.
Great.
We take turns worrying. He works 1 week, me the other.
Okay, great. Are you all set for the next 3 days?
We hope so. I think so. Weather permitting.
You bet. Sounds like it's going to.
I hope so. Hope it cools off a little.
Yeah, right. Looks like you're going to have a nice crowd.
Real good. I look
Nice
for real
job.
good turnout. Real nice.
Good.
You
Okay.
betcha.
Why don't you tell them who you are and where you're from?
Well, I'm Harold Madsen, and I'm old enough to be one of these people around here that went to school, but I didn't.
Oh, I see.
However, way back when, in olden days, up in Minnesota, I saw Wilbur Wright fly right over me. He was only up there about tree height. My father had put me out in the field there to herd the cows with he'd cut a willow stick so I could keep them together. That's what he told me to do. And all of a sudden, this plane came right over. It was up like that, tree height, and Wilbur was sitting there with his in between the bars. I could see his knee, and he had tight wrappings on his foot, leggings on. And he's looking down at me laughing, and I was crying.
This category is for the youngest. Now let me clarify this. This is not the youngest beard. This is not the youngest beard. It's the age of the person the beard is attached to that we're worried about. I've got my doubts about this one. How old are you? 60 what? Everyone, the youngest people with a beard. Make your way up here. We've got 3 young people, well, relatively young. We got the one straggler out of there completely.
No. I'm Charlotte Ubin from Escondido, California. Oop.
Esther Wolff from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Ella Rimfer from Gwinner, North Dakota. Dolly Fergain from Yakima, Washington.
Victor Spidell from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
To talk.
Class clown.
I'm Jane Ginter Ewell. And I'm from Enumclaw, Washington. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to pass this on.
Gail Genter Hauser. I live at Oaks, North Dakota.
Karen Rimfer Herzog. I live in Mandan. And here's Bonnie.
Bonnie Peterson Odegaard. We live at Kindred, North Dakota.
Harold Butch Klein. I live in Glenwood, Minnesota. I work down there for our aircraft support products. And I guess that's all we had to say about our class, huh? Other than Larry.
Yeah.
You were president, weren't you?
No, I wasn't president. Who was president?
We have the class.
We did have Larry James Genter. I live at Jamestown, North Dakota, and no, I am not an escapee from the state hospital. You're on. Your name's Paul.
My name is Paul Genter. I live in Bismarck, North Dakota.
My name is Albert Roeder, and I live in Milner, North Dakota. And I was a class president, and I'm very happy to be here with all of my classmates.
I'm Laverne Gebhardt, and I've been running a feedlot in Montana, and now I'm driving a truck.
Married Arlen Fichtner and have 7 kids.
I'm Leona Fichtner, now Hawkinson. I have 2 children. I live in Memphis, Tennessee.
Marvin Fergain, Yakima, Washington.
Gottlieb Fichtner, and I still live north of Monango on a farm.
I'm Neil Wagner, and I live in Ellendale, North Dakota.
I'm Gerald Wagner, and I live in Roseville, Minnesota, and work with the University of Minnesota, and I have 4 children.
Thank you.
Lloyd Philbrick Oaks, North Dakota.
He's not saying that.
Gladys Philbrick Nysom, Seattle.
Don Slocum, Chaffee, North Dakota, 1929.
Now lasagna.
Betty Geisler, now Betty Rissmiller.
Clarence Flagel, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Rodney Pissy, and live in Lemoore, North Dakota.
Bill Insminger. I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Whatever else you might want to say.
Your name, your maiden name, and where you live.
My name is Helen Bogus Hammond, and I live in Seattle area, Mercer Island, Washington.
My name is Marie Schlenker. My maiden name was Marie Mintz, and I live in Ellendale now.
I'm Edie Shine from Moorhead, and I used to be Edith Crapu from Monango.
My name is Rachel Insminger Cudo, and I live in Bakersfield, California.
Ken Smith, no maiden name, but this is my harem.
My name is Myrna Ginter Pressler. I live in Ellendale, North Dakota.
Frida Fetzer Bardell, right here of Monango.
Ines Insminger, Los Angeles, California.
Leona Dr. Remfer of Edgeley.
Harry Vicks, Fallbrook, California.
Selma Fredette Johnson, Wildemar, California.
Cleo Wagner Slocum from Chaffee, North Dakota.
Frances Center Muslin, Edgeley, North Dakota.
Jake Remfer, Gwinner, North Dakota.
What are you talking? Cliff Center, Kalinga, California. Huh? Nobody in California?
Bill Knox, Madison, South Dakota.
Graduates of 1936, 50 years ago.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Having a good time.
Pass the microphone.
Come on.
My name is Lenore Fichtner Preby. I'm from Ellendale, North Dakota. It's just a wonderful experience to be here on this special occasion.
Name, rate, zero.
I'm Eileen Holland Gaynor, and I'm from Spokane, Washington, and it's wonderful to be here tonight and see everyone.
I'm Roland Brower of the class of 48. I'm a practicing psychologist in Corpus Christi, Texas.
I'm Bob Ensminger, class of 48, reside in Washington, D.C., and work with the Department of Interior, Bureau of Mines. Next.
I'm Helen Fichtner Spidell, reside in Menominee, Wisconsin, and I'm a part-time secretary for the University of Wisconsin Stout.
Give us your maiden name, your married name, and where you're from.
Okay. I'm Rosella Knox, married to Harold Billy, and we live a mile west of Ellendale.
I'm Esther Crapu Crabtree, and I live at Ellendale.
Walter Ensminger, Grants Pass, Oregon.
Hilbert Doctor at Cornell, Washington.
Go ahead, Leroy.
My name's Leroy Hazy. My address is right here at Monango, class of 68.
He always had a lot to say. This is Cheryl Bardell Shetterly. We live in northern Minnesota, Grayston, Minnesota.
This is Jim Gebhardt. I live in Fargo, North Dakota.
Attorney from Monango.
I'm Olivia Klipfel, and I'm married to George Kotzenmeyer, and we live in Lompoc, California.
I'm Louise Fidel. I married Klaus Hoops, and we live in Monango.
I'm Lou Hausler. I work at Melrow at Gwinner, and that's all I've got to say.
I'm Ed Crapu. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
I am Ed Mintz. I live at Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Peggy Klein, class of 70. Ardith Fichtner, class of 70. Nancy Grithmiller Key, class of 70. Nancy Allen, class of 70. Lori Felt, class of 70.
Tell us where you guys live. Give
Bring it back here. No, I don't want to.
David Rademacher, Monango, class of 70.
Chuck Hauser, class of 70. These guys are kind of a bunch of wimps for information. We're going to send the microphone back.
Hey, I don't want it back. Here, take it.
They don't know they're married. They don't know they're
Peggy
married.
Klein, Audie, now living in Stock Center, Minnesota, married with 2 children.
Arnett Finkner. I live in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Not married, no children.
Nancy Rithmiller Key. I live in Ellendale, North Dakota.
Nancy Allen. I live at Eldridge, North Dakota, and I have 2 kids, and we farm.
Lori Bierfeld, Hettinger, North Dakota. I have a 3-year-old boy, a 1-year-old daughter. My favorite pastime is feeding our bum lambs.
My favorite pastime is right where I'm standing amongst all these women.
Give Danny a chance.
I'm Chuck Hausler. I'm from Minneapolis, got 2 children. It's been an enjoyable experience coming back and meeting all the people. We only hit 50%, but that's not bad. Here's Danny. Now, he tortured me for years. Let's hear what he has to say.
I'm Dan Brandenberger from Monango. I got 2 kids.
Huh?
Goodbye.
I did. No, we did.
Wayne Finkner from Monango. I have 2 kids. I'm teaching music in Cole.
I told my kids, I said, that's right.
I counted, before you and Danny.
Tim Peterson, class of 70. And I went to school with these guys, and other than that, I have no association with them. Thank you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leroy. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I'm Verna Gebhardt Green, and I live at Hayti, South Dakota.
Mildred Balke, and now I'm married to Victor Finkner, and we live in Mandan, North Dakota.
I'm Bill Brown from Devil's Lake, North Dakota.
Arlen Finkner from Monango, North Dakota.
Leroy Nordahl from Silver Spring, Maryland, and we're real proud of our state champ girls here.
I'm Louise Mintz Wanacott. I live in Richland, Washington. I have 3 sons, grown sons, no grandchildren, and I'm certainly enjoying this reunion tremendously.
Okay. I'm Mildred Mammal Genter. I live in Ellendale.
Agnes Ginter Gross. I have 3 children, a daughter and a son and 2 daughters, and 7 lovely grandchildren.
My name is Ted Gillum from Brookings, South Dakota, and it's darn good to be back home again. Yeah, 3 grandchildren, 4 children.
Fred Brower. I didn't graduate with a class because I went to Chicago, but I was here 1 year. And I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota, Concordia College. I have a wife named Ann who's standing over there looking at me. And and Agnes keeps tickling me. And I have 6 children and 10 grandchildren. Nice to be here.
I'm Vic Finkner. I'm from the class of 1944. I live in Mandan, North Dakota. I'm in the insurance business.
I'm Paul Brower, the twin of Fritz over here. He had 6 children. I have just 4, but I have 5 lovely grandchildren. I retired from teaching after 37 years just last year, and I have a woodworking business in Missouri. I have thoroughly enjoyed coming back to Monango.
Esther Spidell Zinter. We have 4 children and 3 grandsons.
Thank you.
I'm Laura Moss. I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, and I'm a teacher there.
My name is Mike Rademacher. I live in Monango, farm.
Ken Finkner, work in McHenry, North Dakota in a branch bank. Arnie Middlestad, I'm farming near America at the present time.
Wait, Joe Jones is it.
No, it's Gary's turn.
Gary Jones, West Hope, North Dakota. I don't know how to work.
Brenda Rademacher. I'm a former Goldman girl, and this has been a great time.
Former go-go girl.
Goldman
girl.
Oh.
Goldman.
Your turn. I forgot how to say it.
Delphine Fiechner Theory.
Living in Wilmer, Minnesota, maintaining a home with a husband who works.
Lois Gebhardt. I'm married. I'm out in Auburn, Washington. And here I am. Goodbye.
Victor Balbach, live in Mankato, Minnesota.
I'm Lorraine Smith Houghton, and I live at Ellendale, North Dakota.
Bernice Schultz, was Zinter, and I live at Marycourt, North Dakota.
Hi, I'm Eileen Nordahl Palmore, and 42 is the best looking class around. We had the best boys in our class.
Melvin Doctor, and I now live in Orangeville, California. We had the best looking gals in the whole class of the Monango, North Dakota.
Lawrence Ganner, and I live in Ellendale, North Dakota. We probably aren't the best looking, but we were the smartest.
Irvin Doctor, and I live at Dallas Lake, North Dakota. I was president of the class here, and these are all my sweethearts in front of me.
I'm George Hausler, and I live here at Monango, and we've got a bunch of you-know-what around here, but we do have the best gals. The class of 42 is the class.
Paul Spidell, I live in Menominee, Wisconsin. I wasn't with them the last 2 years, but they're still a great bunch.
I'm Earl Richter. I live in Lemoore. I drive school bus, and I mechanic the buses for the Lemoore school system. And I drive cement and semi in the summertime. And that's about all.
I'm Delane Bullinger. I live west of town. I'm in the fireman.
I'm Lauren Geisler. I live in Medford, Oregon, where I barber for a living. And I was one of the beard judges here for the Centennial celebration. Thank you.
And I'm Dolores Whittish, 1953 graduate of Monango, and I live by Foreman. I teach at Sargent Central. I'm a special ed teacher. And here's my friend Jean.
Oh, and here's my sister Dolores. I'm Jean Keat from Stillwater, Oklahoma. I teach second grade, and that's about it.
I'm Laura Karen of the class of 1953, and I live in Marshall, Minnesota, and my husband and I have a children's clothing store.
Margaret Speidel, Fikerd, Lancaster, California.
Dolores Knox Otterstetter, Garden City, Kansas.
Kenneth Wolf. I live here at Monango, and I farm.
Bill Peterson from Ellendale.
Arizona, it's nice to be here. There you go.
I'm Beth Kellogg, and I live right here in Monango and farm 2 miles west of Monango.
Elaine Mills Babcock. I live in Ellendale, have my sewing business there.
Bert Kinzer from Underwood, Minnesota. I'm the elementary principal of the elementary school.
Thank you.
My name's Rachel Gebhardt.
Okay. Sam Gebhardt.
Okay, and how long have you been here?
Well, I've lived here all my life.
Oh, okay.
Since 1917. I've been married to this handsome guy for 53 years. And we're living on my grandfather's homesteaded farm right now. We have been living there for 42 years.
And where did your grandfather come from?
He came from Russia.
From Russia, okay.
Yeah, he homesteaded that in 1907, I think it was. And
have you seen quite a few changes in the town?
oh, yes, yes. Our little town of Marycourt is a deserted town now, which was a booming town when we got married back in the 30s.
Was there more people here or more businesses?
Well, yeah. A lot more.
Okay. What's your name?
Hulda Bullinger, Mrs. Adam, and that's my husband.
What's your husband? What's your husband's name?
Adam.
Adam. Okay. And how long have you been here?
Well, we've been married 54 years now, and when we got married, we moved down here. So I guess that's about as long as we're here.
Okay. And where'd you move from?
Well, my hometown was Ashley, North Dakota, and he was here, Marycourt, Monango. So when we got together, we got married, and come down here.
How would you like to switch from Ashley to Monango?
Not much change, except more work maybe, more responsibility once you're married, you know.
Yeah. And you also must have seen quite a few changes.
Oh, absolutely. From the 30s on, you know, that was a big change from now on. Going back. Huh?
The Depression?
Yeah. And, you know, now we're going backwards, I guess. Not getting rain again, so I don't know.
It's been pretty dry here.
It has been.
Except for last night.
Well, we had very, very little, but it settled the dust. That was the main thing.
Okay. Oh, good, good. Hi there.
This is Fred Ranke.
Fred?
This is Hannah Ranke.
Hannah, okay.
I was born in Lemoore County.
Okay.
And she came from Russia. Khrushchev sent her over.
Who did?
Khrushchev, you know, the Russian president.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like the way I talk once in a while, and she was born in Russia. And the baby came across.
What's that?
I was the baby when they come across.
Oh, okay.
And,
What year was that?
1908.
Okay.
And we got together. Well, you don't want that early anyway. But anyway.
So are you from Monango?
Yeah, we're from Monango now. Is the male, our male now, and we live on the farm yet.
Okay.
And so.
What kind of farm do you have?
It's a grain farm.
Grain.
Yeah. It used to be both, but then we got too old, and then we dropped the livestock out of it. You know. Now we just have grain, and we should have a rain now.
Yes.
Yeah. So. And what else you want to know?
How long have you been here?
How long in this country?
Yeah.
79 years.
All 79 have you been here in
Well, we were raised and born in this territory.
Okay.
You know.
All
I
right.
was, and she just said she was 2 years old when he came across.
Okay.
So
Good.
that's the
Okay,
way.
well, that's probably about all we need.
Pardon?
That's about all we need, I guess.
Okay.
Thank you.